What up, guys? And today I'm gonna be talking about Among Us. Yes, it's the biggest, baddest game that has come out. Well, it came out in 2018. I want to say no, 2016. Right? But anyway, um, the you see, Among Us is a So I'm gonna talk about how to be the perfect imposter. I'm gonna talk about 900 IQ imposter strats. So stay tuned. Yes, the key to becoming the perfect imposter is to maintain physical balance. So, what do you want? So, let's say you're an imposter and you're faking a task. That's not really a good idea. That's one of the easiest ways to tell you're the imposter if the taskbar doesn't go up. But here's the thing. You can prove it to people that think you're the imposter that you're not the imposter by waiting till the taskbar goes up and then you leave. so let's talk about vision. So the thing you'd want to do when you're faking a task is wait till the taskbar goes up. But here's the thing. Waiting for the taskbar goes up takes a while. Takes a while, I gotta say. And it does say, and it will give you away. If you keep on waiting for someone to do their task and the taskbar to go up while you're at a really easy or really short task, like wires or divert power, or what's that thing called? No, not me. Yeah, not me. But the better thing to go with would be, the better idea would be to fake a task on a longer task. Like the card swipe, or the calibrate distributor, or the download. It takes a while for those things to be done, or even to run diagnostics, or inspect the sample, because remember, inspecting the sample, not a good idea. So, let me tell you about a good way to murder. The perfect ID, the thing you'd usually expect to do when you're the murderer is kill. Obviously. Yes. And that's why I've come up with the biggest foolproof plan of all time. Sabotages. The biggest thing when it comes to killing people is sabotages. The thing you want to do when you're the imposter is going to a room with someone, what you would want to do is lock someone into a room, make an emergency go off, right? Make an emergency go off over to the other side of the map. And here's the thing. If you lock that person in a room with a vent, you can go around, hop into a vent, and then vent kill that person while the door is still closed. And then hop back out of the vent. Say you were doing a task that required being in front of the vent, or someone was in the room but didn't go up there. You could say you was washing, if anyone would come in and kill anybody. That would be a great idea for the killer. When it comes to sabotaging, the best idea would be the electrical. Yeah, I know you're wondering, why should it be electrical? Why can't it be the reactor O2? Well, that's the thing. In electrical, it makes you harder to track, because imposters can still see you when the lights are out, but the crewmates cannot. You get what I'm saying? You catch my drift? Therefore, it makes it easier for you to make your escape from that kill. But not only that, but that's not only the biggest thing. The greatest thing about sabotaging the lights is that it gives people little alibis. If someone was away from someone for a little bit, and someone walked into that room, and there was a dead body there, they would obviously say, oh, it was him, it was Orange. But in retrospect, it would be you. You would have been the one who killed him, vented away, and gotten out of there. Or before he could have seen who killed him. Before he could have seen who killed his friend. Now, it comes down to the voting. Now, obviously, it comes down to the voting portion. Obviously, that's the biggest thing in Among Us. Yes. So, let's pretend that you were Mr. Fruit. And you were caught standing over a body. Oh no, I was caught standing over a body. Obviously, that person's gonna accuse you, Mr. Fruit, and then say, and obviously you would counter-accuse, right? Like you would say, oh, I wasn't standing over the body. I wasn't standing over the body at all. She killed him, and then I stumbled in. She ran over to a task, and and up to the body. And I ran up to the body. Now that's not the best way to do things. See, the best idea would be not to counter-accuse. If you counter-accuse, oh, obviously they're gonna vote him out, but then they're obviously gonna kick you out since she said that you were the imposter. Since she said that you were the imposter, you were standing over a body. Yes, relevant terms. Now, what you would have to say in this pre-situation is, I didn't, once she said that, you would have to say, you would have to pretend like you weren't there. Now, obviously it would be hard to pretend like you weren't there, but it's really easy with your crewmate companion. With your crewmate imposter companion. Because he'll follow up on that lie. He'll follow up on that lie unless he's a complete jerk. And they'll suspect Pink more. And then they will know what I just said is basically what not to do. Because that basically just gets both of you. What you would have to say is, I walked into the body, I was running around looking for something, and no, not running around looking for something, but someone to find evidence. Or you could say, hey, I was drinking tea, and the cup was up to my eyes, so I couldn't see the body. Or you could just say coffee, whatever works for you. And now, let's talk about your imposter skills. You see, the skills you take to be imposter are kind of hard. You have to get verified by multiple people. That's the thing. I played a game of Among Us once where I was the imposter and I didn't kill anyone. And I won. You know why? Because I was always with people. I made it personal I made it so that my imposter mates did all the work. And I would lock doors for him, and I would lock doors for him, do sabotages so he can pray out his victim. The biggest the vent system. You can vent in Among Us. It takes you from one place to another place really quickly. really quickly. Really quickly. Now, if someone's on admin, they're gonna see that vent. Best vent path would be the best vent path. Okay, let me just show you an image of what I'm talking about. This is the vent system. As you can see, here you can vent from storage to right here below the office to communications, and there's a vent that's an admin so that you can vent a lab instantly to lab. And there's a vent that connects to each side of the reactors. Now, the best route here to take would be the office to communications if someone's watching admin, because they're just gonna be, say, into a room and then kill that person and then vent in the storage. Then they're gonna be like, communications. That's a walkable strip. That's a walkable strip. Yes. And then they're gonna be saying, oh, someone else is in storage. Oh, someone else is in storage. And then you can run into security and pretend like you're watching security cameras. That is the best way of venting. Sorry about that. So this is what you need to do, imposters. And remember, the crewmates are yours to kill.